We are in YVR, beautiful Vancouver, heading back east to do a little bit of Pacific salmon fishing in Lake Ontario. A colleague of ours on the West Coast, who was originally from Ontario, said, hey, this is an opportunity you guys really need to think about. So we had a conversation with ourselves, the folks from Scotty Fishing Products and Gibbs Delta Tackle, and said, hey, we're 3 West Coast brands. We're known for our salmon fishing on the West Coast, but we're missing out on this opportunity that's taking place in the Great Lakes, and here we are.
This is something new for me. I've never fished here, so when you go somewhere different, you use different methods, and so I'm pretty excited to learn.
I've got some dear friends that are going to be taking us out, some of my Prostaff, so who knows, maybe we'll catch a few big ones.
Salmon fishing on Lake Ontario is absolutely fantastic. We are really fortunate to have some of the best fishing Eastern Canada has to offer on the Great Lakes. Pacific salmon were predominantly stocked here back in the 70s as a sport fish to help deal with some of the alewife population and as a sport fish for sport fishermen. We have everything here from Chinook salmon to coho and pinks.
Oh, I was extremely impressed with the strength of this fishery here. And they talk about sometimes how many fish they can actually catch in a day. And in BC, of course, we can go out and we sometimes don't see that many fish, so we have to work pretty hard for them.
I was really trying hard to temper my expectations until we started getting on the water and getting on the fish ourselves. It was exciting to wait for it to start to happen. And then when it really did, we just had a phenomenal day on the water.
As soon as you get that dipsy out of the water, you've got control. When it's underwater, you're at it. Nice. That lemon lime, that one's been hot. It's coming at you now, eh? Yeah. Burn!
Flip that reel over, you can go faster.
But not quite as quick as Rob.
Woo!
Okay.
I'm learning.
That was fun.
What's happening?
Gang's all here. Rob.
Hey, Rob, how are you, buddy? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Bring it in. How's it going, buddy? Hey.
We're out here with Scotty Richardson and Michaela. Pretty excited because I've worked quite a few years here with Scotty, and now we finally get to fish together, so this is going to be awesome.
The water's a bit cold all the way from the top down to the bottom, so they can be anywhere from, we're in 90 feet of water, they can be 20 feet down, they can be 90 feet down. We're going to put some herring out, some trolling flies, and a spoon, and see what we can do.
Buffet?
Buffet.
That was a lot of rods. There's a lot of gear flying around, and it was tough to keep track of it all at first, but you kind of get the hang of it, and you see what's going on, and you see where your gear fits in the mix, and to see it working really well says, hey, we belong here. MR2 with the dipsy diver. That'll work. That'll play.
Get that diver right up, bud.
All right, that's a nice fish.
Where's my phone?
There it is. A big part of the story of angling, especially when it comes to salmonids, is the recognition that we want to put more fish into the ocean, or in this case, the lake, than we take out. And so to come here and see guys like Glenn who feel the exact same way and are doing the exact same thing on this lake tells us that that's another shared passion, that it's a similarity between the East and West Coast.
The Metro East Anglers is a volunteer organization of guys and girls that love fishing, love the environment, love working with fish. This facility is primarily responsible for the raising of salmon and trout that are stocked into headwaters or into Lake Ontario proper. We probably have, I would say, 20 dedicated volunteers that each take shifts, and then we probably have another 20 or 30 volunteers that help us with other operations of the club.
Yeah, that was a special time actually, and you know, I'm pretty passionate about giving back, and so getting the chance to go out and see those guys, and you could see it. You could see the passion in the way those guys talk to us, and how committed they are to the natural resource and giving back.
What Scotty here is wearing.
I know.
It's
today,
supposed to rain today.
I know. That's why we all said today was the day.
And you guys got no rain gear.
Well, mine's on the boat.
Mine's in the hotel.
Perfect.
Yeah. Mine's in the hotel too.
Unbelievable.
So we're gonna go out, we're searching for some fish. It's been tough conditions this spring. The water's really cold, so we have a delayed summer here, so the water turns over regularly. It's always stirred up, so you never really know what to expect. One day the fish could be right in front of the marina, 60-degree water, the next day nothing there. So we're just gonna roam and look for some bait, look for some good temperatures, and kind of go from there.
Yeah, well, I think we spent the first couple days learning mostly about the traditional ways that they do things here. And so we had a chat last night and said, well, let's change it up a bit and try some strictly West Coast tactics and see how that would work. You know, I mean, we got lucky, we had a good day, lots of fish around, but we certainly managed to get into our share of fish using strictly West Coast tackle, West Coast tactics.
Oh, yeah, fish! Diver! Get in here, Rob.
Herring eggs on fire.
Whoa.
That's a nice fish. There's a lot of little learning things that we were able to see and pick up that was really beneficial for both our companies and the anglers. I mean, we were trading tips back and forth with all the captains. Hey, how do you run your gear here? What about this? And it was going both ways. So we were really learning from each other, and we're going to take that information back and help make better products that support the fishery here.
Every weekend warrior to charter captains, doesn't matter where it is, from the West, the Great Lakes, internationally, I truly believe that they are the best ambassadors for the Scotty product line. And to get to work with a couple of them this weekend was just fantastic.
It's interesting when you look at the passion that these guys have. It's one thing I really noticed that we share in common with BC, and probably with most recreational anglers. Our philosophy back home is, you know, we fish here, we're out there with the anglers, and you know, we want to have that same intel and position here. You know, we certainly appreciate, you know, the hosting that we got here. Everybody was very kind to take us out, and we had a lot of laughs and a lot of fun, and these guys just love what they're doing, and I really appreciate the opportunity to come out and spend time with them.